What is good, everybody? It's your boy, That King Boo, and today is January the 12th, and some big news came out today that the Steam Machine's pricing has been leaked. Now, I'm going to warn you, take this article I'm about to read with a huge grain of salt, okay? Because nothing official has came out yet. I'm just giving you this article because I find it interesting, and I think you guys would be interested in it as well. This article is brought to you by Tom's Hardware. Damn, can't talk today. And the title says, Steam Machine pricing soars past PS5 Pro and Xbox Series X in new retailer listing. 1 terabyte SKU shatters the $1,000 barrier. Here we go. Valve has reportedly unveiled the Steam Machine, but kept two critical details under wraps: pricing and availability. While the launch date remains a mystery, Czech retailer Smarty broke the silence by listing the Steam Machine at $950 for the 512 gigabyte model and $1,070 for the 1 terabyte version before taxes. Honestly, you know, with third party, when most of these companies get something from a vendor and they're third party, they usually hike up the price in order to get a profit. So honestly, this is speculation. This is just me guessing. I think the Steam Machine 512 gigabyte version will probably be around 800, and the 1 terabyte model, I could see it reaching like maybe 1,000. I can see it reaching 1,000. Honestly, this is kind of weird anyway, because when has Steam sold like a product like this to a third party vendor? Like, I mean, if you look at the Steam Deck, you can only get it through Steam's website. So yeah. Okay. Although Smarty appears to be a reputable realtor, it's wise to treat these prices with caution until Valve's make an official announcement. I'm glad they put that in there. As the Redditor who discovered the listing pointed out, the Steam Machine's price tags weren't publicly visible. They were hiding within the website's source code. Meanwhile, I don't know that name, a Czech user on X discovered that Owls, one of the largest retailer in the Czech Republic, has also listed the Steam Machine at similar prices to Smarties. While the two discoveries lend some credibility to the numbers, they could be placeholders or estimates. Okay, so we still recommend you throw some salt over the listing. I'm glad that they put that in there, because this is crazy, right? This is some crazy news. As a retailer, Smarty's listed prices naturally include the store's markup, which means they'll be higher than Valve's direct pricing. For context, the tech store sells the Steam Deck OLED 512 gigabyte version for $632.96 pre-VAT, while Valve offers the same configuration for $549. See, there we go. It's suggested that Smarties applies a roughly 15% markup to its products. If we applied the same logic to the Steam Machine, US pricing might be closer to $826 for the 512 gigabyte bottle and $930 for the 1 terabyte version. So I was pretty close for the 512 gigabyte version. I was a little off for the 1 terabyte. Okay. That's a notable difference, and it could make Valve's official pricing slightly more palatable for potential buyers. Okay, cool. I mean, honestly, I know Steam has already said that this thing is not a console. It is a PC, right? It's a PC. So for them to kind of put this up here like this is kind of crazy, because, you know, these are consoles. This is not a console. That's what they said, right? But let's just act like it's within the console genre for a second here. Honestly, if you want to get more people onto the Steam platform, which, I mean, I think news came out not too long ago that Steam has like 40 million concurrent like players, which is insane, right? Steam is freaking huge right now. Well, huge all the time, let's keep it a buck. But anyway, honestly, I think having that $1,000 barrier, in my opinion, is it's too rich for my blood personally, and I think it's too rich for a lot of other people's blood. I honestly think they need to lower the price for this. Just take the initial hit in order to get people into your platform, and then of course, you know, once those, you know, once the people start to like really rack up and get into your ecosystem, you'll start to make more money in the long run, and it'll be profitable. That's what I'm trying to say. Honestly, but that's just wishful thinking, to be honest, because I mean, with all of this stuff going on with AI and the RAM shortage and stuff like that, everything as far as just PCs in general and consoles, just gaming overall, is just increased exponentially. Honestly, I don't really see people. I still don't. I talk to a lot of people about this. Like, to hit that $800 mark just for a 512 gigabyte model, that is just too much. And plus, if you actually look at the hardware it's giving you, it's not really great specs, which of course with any console, if we're talking consoles here, they never give you the latest greatest technology. It's always older, so that it can be more affordable to the audience, right? Or to the consumer. Honestly, man, I really want the Steam Deck to succeed, but with all of this RAM stuff going on, all this AI stuff going on, man, I really think they should kind of delay it. And I know a lot of people might disagree with me, but I honestly think they should delay this, man, until this thing like blows over. And maybe probably put some better hardware in it, in my opinion, to where this thing can last for, you know, years to come. You know, at least have like a normal life cycle like a console has, like, because I think consoles have around like 5 to 7 years or something like that as far as their life cycle before they make the new console. Yeah, they just need to these prices are, in my opinion, are a little bit too high. But like I said before, we have to take this with a grain of salt because Valve officially hasn't said anything about the pricing. And we can only hope that guys, that this thing is not $800. Like, honestly, I think fair pricing for the 512 gigabyte would be, let me see, I think if they charge maybe $650 for the 512 gigabyte, and then for the 1 terabyte, hell, go up to 800. You can go up to you can go up to 800 on that one. I'll give you 800 on that one. I think that'll be fair pricing in this climate, and honestly, I think people will buy it, and they'll have a good time with it. Honestly, I mean, me personally, I'm not really looking into a Steam machine because I already have a PC, and yeah, for anybody that's really trying to get into PC, especially in this time, hopefully the Steam Deck is like, you know, your door into the PC gaming world, guys. But that's all I have to say on that, and that's all the news for today. As I always say, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, follow me for more news like this, and I'm out. Peace.